Modest looks down at the pair of queens at the right time.
What a disaster for Scott here. Not only is he facing a big cooler, but James Carroll has just 4 big blinds left.
Big action here tonight. This is Bala Patur, the chip leader. Looks down at a 10-8 of diamonds. Non-professional player, originally out of India. Now lives in New Jersey, playing great tonight. And he is going to raise it to 300,000. There's Scott Hempel with a pair of 4s right behind him, and he won't play that.
Yeah, Scott's a little shallow to make that call. James in a similar situation with 3s in the small blind. I think with a bit more chips he would call there, but instead he'll drop out. And look at this, Modest with the aces.
The 4s and the 3s, like they knew, was on the left of them. Modest picking up the big hand of aces. Let's see how he does with it. He's going to raise it, makes it 900,000 to go.
9?
9.
Bala has been sticky at this final table.
Tilted raise?
But he seems to believe Modest this time.
So Modest with a huge hand, not getting quite as much as he wanted, of course.
All right.
Modest and Ballas, the WPT champion from season 13 in the UK.
Always tilt raise, always.
And then last year, he took 2nd place at the LA Poker Classic. Has close to $5 million in live earnings. He is quite a player. Here's Scott Hempel. He is going to raise with an ace-8. He's from Arizona. He's a poker pro.
Modest making the call with Jack-9 of diamonds.
So two-way action. Here is the flop, Queen 10-7. That's a straight flush draw there for Modest and Ballas. What a flop.
Scott reaching for chips. I think his hand plays pretty nicely as a check here, as there's a lot of turn cards that would give him additional equity. But he will bet here, and certainly nothing wrong with that. And Modest will drop the hammer up to 875,000 with the open-ended straight flush draw.
What's is it?
875.
And that should be enough to chase away Scott. Pretty tough to continue despite having the best hand in this moment.
Modest and Ballas takes down the pot. He's on a roll, hoping to take this title down. 2nd chip position at this point tonight. Winner's going to take home $1 million here at the LAPC.
Well, that's right, Vince. Commerce Casino added $75,000 to the prize pool, so we would have an even million for first prize. Modest going after it for his 2nd year in a row. Raising up to 9-7 of clubs. Over to James in the big blind. He will make the call with 6-4. And it is Jack 6-3, 2 diamonds. So James with the pair and a couple of backdoor draws to go along with it. Modest with really a nothing hand. Starts with a bet of 225. James will continue. Eight of spades on the turn makes this pot more interesting. Modest now open-ended, looking for a 10 or a 5. I would not be surprised to see Modest check back, and yes, he does.
That's what he's going to do, hoping to catch it. He catches a 10, catches a straight. How do you like that?
Gin card on the river for Modest. James at this point with 4th pair, not likely to lose much here, and wants to start with a block bet. Tiny little 1/10 pot bet for 125,000, 1 big blind.
Modest can't believe his luck. He's hoping his opponent is strong. We know he's not really that strong, but Modest is going to milk the clock and pretend like he has a decision with 2nd nuts. Okay, I love it. So he's going to take a time chip. You're allowed to do this. Great deception at the table. This is a champion at work. James Carroll looks like, please, just don't do anything stupid. Let me just see it. Oh, no, that's not going to happen. There comes the raise by Modest Cymbalus.
Not much of a decision for James
No.
here with fourth pair, so he'll slide those into the muck. And the rivered straight for Modest Cymbalus works out.
Yeah, Modest on a really nice flow right now. Just betting with nothing and catching at the right times, reading his opponents well. And this man, Bala here, kind of doing the same thing, but as of late, he's been taking his game back a bit. Doesn't need to gamble as much. He's in second chip position. And he has folded this. Now it's around to James Carroll, who has a pair of nines, and he will just call.
I like this limp from James Carroll.
How much to play? 2?
Whenever you have about 15 to 20 blinds, you want to limp a lot of your strong and medium pairs in the small blind. Allow the big blind to put in some money with hands that are in really bad shape.
All in.
Or,
Yep.
as we see here,
James Carroll beats him into the pot.
induce them into shoving something like ace-5 so you can snap them with pocket nines.
There you go. James Carroll looking good here. Nice size favorite.
2-4 king.
Flop is a 10-5 deuce.
Oh, all spades.
All spades.
All spades, he says.
James Carroll becoming even a bigger favorite with 2 cards to come. It's a queen. That's good for James. Can the luck continue for James Carroll?
What I need? 5?
That would work.
Modest needs an ace that's
Ace?
not a spade or a 5.
Say loud. Loudly.
And it's
Oh, no!
ace of spades. That will be good for James Carroll.
I almost said ace of spades, too.
Action back with Modest. Just took down that nice pot with the ace-queen suited. That's put him back into second chip position around 5 million. And he's going to raise up this king-9.
Into the chip leader. Bala goes out. Scott not going to play. And James Carroll looks at a pretty solid king 10 of spades. Just calling. James is on the short stack at this point with about 2.4 million in chips. Can't afford the raise, doesn't do so. Jack 7 deuce on the flop.
Well, both these guys with backdoor flush draws and king high. Kind of sharing outs in some ways. Modest will start the betting with 250,000. And I think that James has enough to continue here. He'll make the call.
Turn card will be a 3 of clubs. Helps no one. On James, he checks. Check, check. Going to the river. Big ace of diamonds.
Well, that card favors Modest. Does he want to turn his hand into a bluff and represent that ace, try and fold out something like a 7 or a jack? As we know, he would be folding out a ever so slightly better king, so he does bet 450. Not the card James wanted to see on the river. And he will drop out, so a nice bluff from our WPT champ Modest Cymbalus.
Yep, he earned that pot beautifully. James disgusted. Modest took his title down in the UK season 13. Second place last year at the LAPC. Second place at the WPT Tournament of Champions in season 16. Says he loves skiing and soccer and playing poker. Why shouldn't he? He's made close to 5 million in lifetime earnings. And this time he is going to raise to 400. James, though, with a king 10. He's getting pushed around now. He's down to about 1.1 million, and he's going to call it. Here we go with the flop. It is a queen 3-3. Modest hitting queens. James, nothing. So James has checked. Mattis is going to make a bet, routine bet.
And just, yeah, you can see the frustration on his face. Just cannot seem to connect here.
490 players put up 10,000 each at the start. It's down to these four. As we move on, it's on Bala. He's been quiet as of late. He goes out, and Scott picks up a real hand pair of 10s, raises with it. James goes out. And Mattis looks down at the pair of queens at the right time.
What a disaster for Scott here. Not only is he facing a big cooler, but James Carroll has just 4 big blinds left. So Scott in a position where he should really try and play cautious to ladder, but I don't know that
1.2.
he can do anything but get the money in with his 10s. I guess he could call the 3-bet and evaluate after the flop. I think that would be a good adjustment here.
When should you start the hand with?
Oh. I don't know. 8,
Okay.
3, 4.5 behind.
Come on.
And then there he goes, he's all in. Modest with the instant call, you know, quick shrug and a chip in the middle. And Scott is, yeah, you see his head go down.
Well, Scott thought he was probably in front. Pushed all in. He realizes he's not. He's in a lot of trouble right now.
Very painful in Scott's shoes right now.
Flop is a 7-7-9. Not good for Scott.
No, and, you know, if it makes him feel any better, this is not a flop where he would have been able to get away or on that turn, really.
Modest with a heart, as well as the queens in front. Not looking good for Scott Hempel. So here we go to the river. It's a queen. It's not going to work out.
Yeah, guys.
Oh, what a painful way for Scott Hempel to bust out.
Scott Hempel out in 4th place, taking home $323,000. We're going to go talk to him.
Everyone's playing great, you know. You have to, you have to get all the chips ultimately and take risks. So, yeah, what are you going to do?
Welcome back to the World Poker Tour. The L.A. Poker Classic continues. 3-handed. Modest Sabalas now, the chip leader with over 10 million. Bala Batur in 2nd chip position with 7.9. James Carroll hanging in there by dental floss with about 975. And it's on Bala. He has the queens this time. Big hand. All right. He'll raise it to 400,000 and go. James Carroll going out.
Modest with the chip lead and a junk hand, aware that he covers Bala, and James is extremely short.
1.7.
So there's a lot of pressure on Bala to try and ladder up, and Modest will try to take advantage, but he has run into a real hand. I don't think he'll get away with this one.
Modest has made it 1.7, taking a stab that Bala was just playing around.
All in.
We know otherwise, and there's the all-in.
Modest gonna...
How much roughly? 8?
Modest gonna put on a little performance here. Oh, how much you play?
Just roughly.
Oh, I have to think about this one. Okay. And the Oscar goes to...
Boy, Bala, who's really been card dead for the last few hours, finally picks up the real one. So you can't blame Modest
Big hand. Ace king.
for trying to overpower him. It just backfires.
It wasn't that big.
I
Happens a
like
lot.
the shot he took there,
Sure.
Vince. It was a really good situation to try and bully Bala, but he ran into a big pair. James now all in for his last 900,000.
Sticks it in with a jack high. Modest and Bala still with king, queen behind him. Yeah, you gotta think he's gonna call it.
He
He's
will
doing
make this
that.
call. Bala behind with king 10 will drop out. So James all in and at risk. Thus far, he has run very good against Modest in these all-ins.
9.
Yeah. Get it ready.
You're on some 25?
He says, get it ready. You're gonna lose. I like the confidence, James.
Can you just play next hand?
You know, these two guys having fun. Let's see if James can get some more. Yes, Jack 10.
How do you like that? 3 of a kind on the flop for James Carroll, our short stack.
Ooh. Queen. Ace 9.
Mattis, though, with a lot of outs
Yeah.
here. Open-ended, pair of
Have
queens
a
here.
chance.
Now he's having fun.
Peel this one. Throw it at me, let me peel it.
Feel it? Okay, yeah. That's it.
Let's see if Mattis can suck out and eliminate. No, it's a 5 of diamonds.
Ugly.
James Carroll gonna double up, just like he said he was.
All it takes is confidence, Vince.
Sure.
And 3 of a kind. He has won every all-in when he's behind.
Yeah.
Tough to kill.
Tough to finish.
All right, as we move on, it's on Bala.
Ooh, Cowboys, Vince.
The big hands are starting to really show up.
I don't think we've seen those yet tonight. Bala's had plenty of big pairs. Going up to 400,000.
Come on.
James Carroll, oh no, he's gonna shove in with King 9, and this is just about the worst hand you could be all in against. King 9 versus Kings. I mean, James Carroll has had 9 lives in these all-ins,
Just pay him in advance. Have no chance.
Not this time.
but he might be about to run
We'll
out.
see.
Nope.
Here comes the flop, Queen, Jack 5.
Oh my goodness, he's got 4 outs to a 10.
Holy crap. There you go. Just do it on the turn. It's okay.
Yeah.
10 of hearts
Turn
is fine. Yeah, 10 of hearts. There's a heart of the diamond. It's definitely red, I think.
4 on the turn.
All right, on the river. We'll take 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, more dramatic.
Prefer it on the turn.
Okay, James Carroll hit the miracle card to go after his 3rd WPT title. It's all coming down to this card. Can he do it? And no, it's a 7 of spades.
Well, another nice run from James Carroll. Comes to a close in 3rd place and adds more to his total winnings.
Enjoy, fellas.
Thank you.
That's right, the very talented James Carroll, 2-time WPT champion, out in 3rd place. Will take home $431,000. Let's go see what he has to say.
It's a weird day. I don't think I really played my best, and yeah, strange to win 7 straight all-ins or whatever it was, and still never have more than 4 million chips.
Let's do this. It's on Bala, picking up a pair of 8s in the heads-up action. His card's starting to liven up. Queens, then kings, and now 8s, and he's raised, and he's getting called by ace-5. And the flop is going to be a king, deuce, 4. Mattis checks, Bala. What to do? Laying out a bet, looks like 375. Mattis, of course, with the inside straight draw. He's not going anywhere, makes his call. Jack on the turn.
Not the card that Baller was looking for. He'll check back. 7 on the river. Now, Bala has been so sticky on rivers tonight that I would like to see Mattis check and just take the showdown with ace high.
950.
But he's not thinking that way. He'll turn his hand into a bluff and bet 950,000. Let's see if Bala continues the trend.
Well, that's not Mattis' style. He has pummeled people throughout this event. We'll see what happens. It'd be a great call, and he's going to make the call. And he is going to stun Mattis.
Yeah, Mattis might be kicking himself a little bit there. Saying, wait a minute, this guy has been calling down all night. Why did I turn ace high into a bluff? You see him there, maybe second guessing.
Okay, the blinds are going up to 1 and 200. Big blind ante of 200.
As the saying goes, Vince, don't bluff a calling station. Mattis, maybe second guessing himself there. Now with king, queen of diamonds. We'll make the open to 400,000. Bala with the junky 10-4. We'll see the flop. And it is 5-4-3. So Bala takes the lead here.
Yeah, he is going to check and yield to Modest. And he will make the continuation bet 350 in case Bala didn't get any piece of that.
I think this texture generally lends itself to checks from the pre-flop raiser against the big blind. Modest disagrees and bets 350. I just don't think you're getting that many folds from the big blind by better hands. Either way, Bala makes the call and a 9 of clubs on the turn.
But Modest just pummeling these guys when it doesn't hit has worked for him so far tonight, so I'm not surprised because he's been able to run over a lot of players, but they didn't have as many chips as Bala, and again, he's gonna fire with no pair. And we know Bala likes to call with very average hands or marginal hands at best, and he is gonna stick around and make this call. This is going to be a big pot.
Yes, it is, Vince. And yet again, Modest trying to bluff somebody who doesn't like folding. I don't really get it.
River card.
Boom!
Wow.
Trips on the river for Bala. Yeah, will Modest bluff it off?
I'd love to see a check here.
Small in.
Oh, no. Oh, Bala, no.
Ouch. But you never know. Well, that's no.
Oh,
You
no.
don't bet all in.
This is no good, Vince.
No, not at all.
He's just trying to end it right here, right now. But if Modest was ever going to lose all his chips on the river, it's with a bluff.
Unless he thought Modest had like an overpair and like something like jacks. That would be very strong. That's the only way to bet all in and get called, maybe. I don't know. It's a bad all in bet, but he'll take down the pot.
Yeah, Bala just getting a little overexcited there, trying to end the tournament.
Wow. Modest is starting to think to himself, who am I up against? Who is this guy? How do I play him right? What did he have? Well, it's gonna be on him. This time he's got a 10-9. And the mystery man will make it 500,000 to go. Modest, very thoughtful. He's getting chopped up here, down to about 3 million. His hopes of two-time WPT champion not looking very good at this point. Makes the call. Flop is a queen 10-3.
Oh, they're looking better now. Top two against middle pair.
Well needed by Modest.
Bala bets $500,000. And Modest with a great hand to slow play. Absolutely creams this board and blocks the pairs that could call a check raise. So Modest will play it slow, just a call.
Yep, he wants to double up for sure. 4 spades on the turn. Great little nothing card for Modest and Bala with his 2 top pair. Can he get Bala to bet again with 10s? No, slowing down. Going to the river. 5 means nothing.
Now Modest with just a pot-sized bet behind. Up against somebody who hates folding, you know what to do.
So you don't want to check it and give this guy a chance of not betting it. So you're going to go all in.
All right, buddy.
He's made this call.
And this time, Modest with the value hand on the river does get paid.
I have to?
Oh, look at
And this time, in
have to?
fairness, Modest is absolutely right. When there is an all-in hand, the hands have to be exposed.
Yeah, he wants to see how he's playing. He doubles up.
Nice hand. Thanks.
Modest back in action. This heads-up battle. Stay with us. We're coming back for more.
Bala looking for his first WPT title. Modest looking for his second. He was runner-up in this event last season.
Blinds are up to 125, 250, Tony, with a big blind ante, 250. It is on the so-called non-professional Bala Bator. 6'4" he has in his hand. Grew up in India, now lives in Jersey. And he's just going to call it. Modest and Balas.
1.1.
WPT champ is going to raise it with the Doyle Brunson 10 deuce.
The legend lives on. That will chase Bala out.
Amazing. Modest making the final table last year at the LAPC. He came in second, right back at him. He'll be top 2 here tonight. But he would love to get that Hublot watch, get his name inscribed on the Mike Sexton Champions Cup and $1 million. He said he's not a good loser. He wants to win. He has called it with his Queen 7 of diamonds. And Bala picks up a pair of 6s. Bala has 2 master's degrees in math and physics, loves poker.
1 million.
And he's going to make this $1 million.
Well, Modest may have just enough hand to continue. Yes, he will cut out a call.
So Queen 7 versus 6s, and the flop is a 10-10-8. Back on Bala with his mid pair of 6s. Steady, Bala, steady.
1 million.
Bets $1 million here, and Modest really doesn't have enough hand to continue.
Yep.
Can see him a little pained here. Sort of connects with this board, but not really, so he will pass.
And Bala getting so close to knocking out his opponent, taking down the LAPC. Started out in season 1 with the LAPC. We are 18 seasons in. And Bala Pator could become our champion, $1 million winner. This time, Mattis with King 6.
All in.
And he is going to shove with his King 6.
3.7.
Take a look at Bala's cards. See if he has anything to call with.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah. Ace 9.
All right.
Pretty auto. And he has done so.
Very casual flick of the chip. And so Bala has Modest all in and at risk.
Come on, baby. Hold this.
There you go, Bala, 62% favorite to win this hand over WPT champion Modest Sabalas. Ace 9 versus King 6. We are going to the flop. Jack 7, deuce, all diamonds.
Modest with the superior diamond. Bala still a slight favorite.
Does Modest feel lucky?
Doesn't look very lucky right
No.
now.
Black.
It is black. It's an 8 of spades, no diamond, no pair for Modest. Bala out in front with his ace high.
Pair the board.
Can he do so? 5 of hearts, that's gonna do it!
That is it. Bala Pator is our champion.
Nice one, man. Nice one.
Another great run from Modest Sabalas, finishes in second place.
Played my best. It's poker. Just regular day in the office, so I'm good.
Come on, buddy. Woo.
Bala Pator, season 18 LA Poker Classic champion. Now, not only does he win $1 million, but he also gets that fantastic Hublot watch, a set of beautiful crystal glasses. So on behalf of our friends at Baccarat, let's raise a glass to Bala. Congratulations.
Cheers.
There you go. Thank you, guys. Thank you.